So throughout my time making Rimworld mod showcases, every now and then a mod so massive comes out and gets so many recommendations that you actually feel a little bit nervous when you're taking a look at it. Now, I obviously don't feel nervous, best in the game, but for regular people, sure. But this one would definitely make people nervous. This is Biomes Prehistoric, and avid watchers of the channel will actually know that I've done, excuse the dinosaur in the background, I've actually done 2 videos on different dinosaur mods in Rimworld before. This has nothing to do with those, although it is very similar, of course it is. But this is a giant content mod that adds in more dinosaurs than the last 2 that I've covered combined. In fact, the first video I did was in 2017, and I covered a mod that had just been released at the time. And it only had 7 dinosaurs, I want to say. And then the second one I did was Dinosauria, which is the predecessor to this one. I think this is a spiritual successor to it. And that one only had 14 dinosaurs at the time. So if you combine those 2 and compare it to this one, Biomes Prehistoric has 80 dinosaurs in it, which is just gigantic. And I know it's quality over quantity and all that jazz, but this is genuine quality, and I'm going to show you why. Also, just as a quick little footnote, I swear some scientists were drunk when they were naming dinosaurs. Kingosaurus, yeah, okay. And then there's Uteranus, right? Which is not the end of the world. And if we come here, don't mind the cat girls, and I take a look at my pet Ayaka, Pisanosaurus. Dude, scientists were having a field day when they named some of these, and then obviously the OG Triceratops. Hell yeah, let's do it. So first of all, let's cover the basics of the mod, because while it does include 80 new dinosaurs, I'm not going to say new, but dinosaurs, the biomes that they change is actually the most amazing part to me. As you'll see, we are not in a new biome here. This is actually just a temperate forest, and it's what I love about this mod. If we take a look at the world map real quick, you'll see it's just a regular biome, but it changes things so fundamentally. Look at the level of quality and detail in these plants. They're just fantastic. And these trees in particular, I love them. Whoever did this is a truly talented artist, and if you want to come do a thumbnail for me, that would be peachy. I would love that. But yeah, it just looks so cool. Every single dinosaur and every single piece of art that you come across is just so well done. It's something that I think we don't spend enough time on in general when it comes to Rimworld mods, but appreciating the amount of time and effort that it takes to do something in such incredible detail, especially when you're sort of confined to this art style. I know that you're not really, but there is a certain look to Rimworld, and the fact that not only have they done this incredibly well, they've also matched the art style perfectly is crazy. You could look at any of these animals and think that they are 100% vanilla. And I think that in itself is just incredible, because if I look back at the older mods, especially the older dinosaur ones, I'm not going to name any names, but some of them really did stand out. But I have not seen a single one that I think wouldn't fit. I mean, this thing, Uteranus looks like it would fit into Rimworld just as it is. If I had seen this in the game, I would never think for a second, yeah, this is a real dinosaur. So let's take a quick moment to kind of breeze through the different biomes, because how it works is this doesn't add in a new biome, nothing of the sort actually. It just edits the current ones, which is something that I can really appreciate, and I really wish more modders would do that. I'm not going to be upset if they don't, because I understand how difficult it is, but the ability to add this mod in to an already running playthrough, have it edit biomes, is incredible, and I think that must have been incredibly difficult to do as well. So this is the temperate forest. I did have a quick breeze, but you can really just take a look. You wouldn't recognize it too easily if you saw it, but once you kind of spend a bit of time here, it does make a bit more sense. You can see all the different plants that they've added in. I think they said they added in over 80 of them, which is just crazy. Yeah, so let's take a look. So my 2 favorites besides this one is the temperate swamp and the boreal forest. So let's take a look at those. So here we are in the temperate swamp, and as you can see, does it look anything like a temperate swamp? The default vanilla one? Absolutely not. Look at how cool this looks. I cannot get over it. I could gush about these things for hours, but when you're playing, you really appreciate these sorts of little details. Do you have a normal name? Timmy, the dinosaur. Boreal Forest is my favorite though, so let's take a quick visit over there. So this is the Boreal Forest, and just look at this. It's beautiful. These trees are really wild looking, but yeah, I love this place. Of course, there's this car. It's prehistoric, but not really. Just look at this. I mean, really, it's the little details like this that really sell me on these content mods. And this is just crazy. Every biome is effectively different. So this is the cold bog. Also really beautiful. This one's a bit wacky to look at, but I still like it. This one really reminds me of the old Jurassic Park games that I used to play, the map in Warcraft 3. I don't know if anyone ever played Warcraft 3, but there was this Jurassic Park survival, and it looked a bit like this. And next up we have the arid shrubland. And then the tropical swamp. And then the tropical rainforest, which kind of looks how you'd imagine the prehistoric world to look. It's got this very lush green look to it, and then I don't know why it's just pink. Actually, these kind of look like proteas from, it's a water lily. I'm just brain dead, but looks a little bit like a protea. Anyways, it's beautiful, really stunning. I'd like to settle here in real life. And then of course, we have another car, just to keep things interesting. And then we have the desert, which might look pretty similar. It's definitely the most similar looking biome out of them all, but they still have a ton of fauna that they've added in, which obviously you can appreciate. So aside from the sheer amount of content that I've just listed and the biome changes, there's also a few other neat details about the mod. I don't want to spoil all of them. I think it's something that you should go and enjoy yourself, but I will spoil the one trophy you can get because it looks ridiculous. This is the T-Rex skull. Now, unfortunately, I made the mistake of making all my people cat girls in the hope that maybe they would breed with the dinosaurs and we'd get some cool sort of hybrid combo. Didn't work out. But when you put the T-Rex skull on them, the ears go through the eye sockets. And it looks a little bit ridiculous. Okay, it's not quite through the eye sockets that way, but man. And I think that's a feature. And they also have my favorite, a menu for the mod. One of the best things anyone can have. So if you go take a look at the Biomes prehistoric settings, you can actually configure the mod to work exactly as you want it to. Because you can apply this mod, as I said earlier, during a save, so in between worlds, which is awesome. So if you select animals only, animals and plants, or prehistoric world, you can configure them to be what you want. So you can have more dinosaurs compared to the regular animals, more plants from this time compared to the regular ones, so on and so forth. I have mine set to prehistoric world just because I wanted it to look good. If I were playing with this though, I would definitely just have it as this one right here and see how that goes. Yeah, that is it for the mod though. Please go send the team some love. Go try it out. It's incredible. I can't stress it enough how good it is. I really love mods like these, as you guys probably know by now. Especially ones that you can add in during a save. Those are just incredible. And it's incredibly malleable. And that's something that I really appreciate. Yeah. If you want to be a cat girl in my colony, well, you can edit. You can be whatever race you want. I do have a Patreon that you can find in the description below if you want to come along and be a colonist here. Basically, I will put your name and you can tell me how you want me to design your pawn, or you can just send me a screenshot of them preferably and I will do the rest for you. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and if you've had a playthrough with this mod already, tell me how it went. I'm actually kind of curious. I haven't done a playthrough of my own, as I said earlier, so I'd love to know how it fares for the longer type. Anyways, Bye-bye, and have a good day. Hey, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. It's really awesome of you. I've got a Discord server that's free for all to join if you'd like to come and have a chat with me or anyone else. And I've also opened up a Patreon page to help fund my videos, so if any of those interest you, please go ahead and take a look at the description. Have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.